games left in the season again? 37. Oh, Timmy Brent. Tim Brent, you wore 30s. Okay. Woo! Are you just gonna get hammered? Get me a toaster. Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg.
What the hell are you talking about?
This team is ruining my life. Leafs lose 3-1, I think, to the San Jose Sharks. You know who's happy about that? My youngest cousin. You know how I know that? My youngest cousin is a San Jose Sharks fan. He got a San Jose Sharks jersey for Christmas. Logan Couture on his back. He's his favorite player. And a huge reason for that is, well, you know, the Sharks are a pretty good team and Logan Couture's a pretty good player, right? But also, my cousin, who is 8 years old, literally does not know what it's like to live in a world where the Toronto Maple Leafs are a good team. That was just a little aside. Anyway, this video is late for a couple reasons. One, we just recorded a brand new Panicle Pizza Steve Dangle podcast, link down below. You listen to that and you listen good. I think it's a really good episode. We look at the Leafs, we look at management, we look at trades, we look at the whole organization, and we just try to figure it out. But the other reason this video is late is I like to, you know, plan what goes into these videos. I don't script it, I never script it, but I just like to think about what to say. On average, there's like 10,000 of you that watch each video. I should at least think about what's gonna come out of my mouth. And I think the entertaining thing to do today would be to go, this team is bullshit! And believe me, that's what I feel like doing. And with 37 games left this season, I could do that as much as, well, 37 times before the season's done. But I sat there and I came up with the very somber conclusion of, what's the point? Leafs got their show run by the San Jose Sharks. The Leafs had a bad 13-second stretch where 2 goals went in. They played fine for the rest of the first period. They got a goal, damn near had 4 more because God hates the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, you know, they end up going to intermission down 2-1. And while it was about even up to that point, I remember at one point the shots were like 14-14. They got killed after that. For a few reasons. 1, the San Jose Sharks are just better than the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2, the Leafs would have to be at their absolute top to even compete with the Sharks, and they're injured to holy hell. 3 games in 4 nights, and they're on the road and they're tired. Had the Leafs not lost every game on this road trip, would I be screaming about it? No, probably not. The Leafs kind of earned this one. And then I was reading some stuff. Everyone's talking about blow the whole damn team up. Which team? This team? You're talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs? Oh, okay. Well, like, who oversees that usually? Like trades, signings, waiver wire stuff? That's kind of sounds like the general manager's job, right? Oh, so you want the Leafs general manager to do something. Who's the GM? Dave Nonis? Is that the same Dave Nonis that signed that Kessel extension and now everyone's screaming for Kessel to get traded? Is that the same Dave Nonis that signed the Dion Phaneuf extension and now everyone's screaming for Dion Phaneuf to get traded? Is that the same Dave Nonis that bought out Mikhail Grabowski? Hey, is that the same Dave Nonis who brought in Dave Bolland and then tried to keep him for way too much money? Is that the same Dave Nonis who signed David Clarkson to the worst contract in the entire National Hockey League, period? The Toronto Maple Leafs have to fire Dave Nonis. Isn't it so clear? If the Leafs are screwed up and he's been here all this time and done all this stuff, he's the reason why they're screwed up. And then I kept thinking, all right, you fire Dave Nonis. What does that do? What are you left with? What does make Kyle Dubas the GM? No. Believe me, I love Kyle Dubas, but the Leafs are trying this new organizational mantra of patience, and I don't think putting a dude in that position before he's 30 is exactly, party to that. And then I was reading some trade proposals. Would the Kings consider like a Clarkson for Mike Richards or a Joffrey Lupul for Mike Richards? How about a Phaneuf for Ryan O'Reilly? And then I heard some ideas like, hey, why not see if you can give Tyler Bozak to Arizona and get Antoine Vermette back somehow? And everything I heard, I was like, yeah, maybe. And then a real bummer of a realization came to my head. The Leafs basically are what they are until further notice. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't uninjure them. You can't just fire Notice and or trade everybody. And if you do that, you completely erase the entire Brian Burke / Dave Nonis era. And if that's the case, what were the last 5, 6, 7 years for? Remember just a few videos ago when I was like, Leafs, just reignite my interest in this team. I don't care what you do. I'm happy to be your fool. They fired Randy Carlyle and they ignited it. And it took 5 games for that to fizzle. And I don't care how boring or hopeless you make this team, I am not gonna stop doing this. You got that? The cap's on. It's way too early in the afternoon. Plus, I gotta cook after this. I'm making butter chicken. Anyway, of all the things I considered heading into this video, there was one more thing, and it was something that I said. I don't remember exactly which video, and I don't remember exactly how I phrased it, but heading into this season, I said the biggest challenge the Maple Leafs are going to encounter is they basically are what they are this season, and to fix whatever they got or improve on whatever they got, it's just gonna take patience. And the biggest test is going to be not rushing into something. Not rushing into calling up William Nylander or Connor Brown. Not rushing into trading Phil Kessel or Jake Gardiner. Just waiting and seeing. So who pays the price? Well, Randy Carlyle got fired, so he's paying the price. But what if the Leafs continue to suck? Who should pay the price then? Dave Nonis? What would be the point? You know who pays the price? You. You do. And it's up to you to decide if that's too expensive. That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it, or if at very least you're not crying. Tell all your friends, and I'm sorry. I'll make the next video more chipper. I don't care if they lose 9-2 again.